Hey bird nerds, how we doing? Hope everyone's doing good. Birds about ready to hit the sack for the night, if you might say, I guess. I just got a bunch of packages in. We've got a box there, got a few boxes down here. Just kind of doing a little bit of a remake or model remake, or I don't know what you want to call it, whatever it is, but I did want to show you guys. I did add some bird cages in, or I'm in the process of adding the bird cages in. So we've got it up there. And then I've done the same thing on the other side there. So hopefully, I'm hoping to finish those this week, and I'll show you some of the things that I got in my boxes, and kind of spice things up a little bit. Let me show you what I'm thinking here. Let me flip the camera around. So let me open the door so you guys can see a little bit better. So what I've done is I've basically cut that in half, and we're gonna add another little flight there. I need to paint it and then throw the wire on. This will be for one pair, maybe two pairs if it's the same species. Not really wanting to do anything too grand or in detail, and I don't have a whole lot of space to work, but I do have multiple species this year that I can work with as far as putting in some of these individual cages, kind of similar to what I've done down here, but then just half of it. And then in the spring, when I get my aviary built, this right here is where that opening will be, where the birds can go in and out. So on the breeding cages, maybe you guys drop some comments below of what you would like me to try and breed in there. The species that I was thinking of, I have my parrot finches. I was probably not going to do the golden finches. I'm going to set them up in their own cage or put them out here in the aviary. I have my red-headed amidamias. Those got little guys up there, right there. I do have my gray singing and my green singing finches. I have my stars. There's one of my females right there, the yellow body. I've got a couple pairs of stars. So drop some comments below on what you guys think I should be putting up in this, in my two breeding cages. Like I said, I'm probably only going to do one pair in these because they're not that big. So let me know what you think would, one, breed best in there, and two, would look the coolest in some of these cages that we can breed. So drop those comments below. Let me know what you think. We'll get them finished, and then we'll see what we can do. In the spring, when I get my aviary built, this right here is where that opening will be, where the birds can go in and out. So some of the things that we'll probably have to do is I'll probably be taking out these trees just to create more flying space in here for the birds that are left in the aviary, since I took some of their flying room out to put some of these pairs in. And I'll show you the same thing that I've got over here. So just identical on the other side. I'm trying to think what the dimensions are. Geez, off the top of my head, it's like 3 feet by 4 feet by 3.5 tall, I think is what it is. Every time I open my door, my male canary flies out because he's trying to get to her. Come on, dude, get back in there. Thankfully, he's good at going back in. So that's kind of what we've got going on there. Same thing. I think I'm going to pull this tree out. We're going to wash them off, get them all cleaned up. And I'm debating if I want to put them back in. They do take up a lot of space. And like I said, since I removed a lot of the flying space, we may kind of work with this area a little bit more, just to keep the aviary as open as we possibly can. But some of the things that we have got here, I did order a bunch of different things to be able to decorate these cages that I've built and am building currently. So I did buy a bunch of greenery. A lot of this is like the hanging vines. And then some of these, this one might be the one, it's kind of like a big hanging ball plant. And I'm gonna put these in there in hopes that my gray singers and my green singers, maybe they'll take it and kind of build a nest in there. And I did buy a couple wicker baskets. I don't love the wicker baskets. I've had issues with them in the past. But I'm hoping for the purpose or the sake of my gray singers and my green singers, we can, maybe they'll take to those nests a little bit better. So I did buy a bunch. So I want to put several different types and kinds of fake plants in there. And we're gonna put it in all of them. We're gonna put it in the flight or the breeding cages. We're gonna put it in the flight aviary, also those breeding cages. Gonna add a lot of greenery to the area, which I'm excited about. Like I said, not sure what I want to do with the plants quite yet. We'll take them out, get them nice and cleaned up, and then after I've got all the other decorations in there, if I want to add those back in, we can. Just kind of see what space we have to work with. I did also buy these. We're gonna try them out. I've never tried these before. These are actually, so they're like the moldable vines. You can bend them how you want them. They're actually for reptiles. But I thought I'd maybe take my chance on with the birds. I don't have any birds that chew. I mean, this is kind of like a plastic rubber branch type thing in there. If you have larger pairs, that might not be a good thing because they'll probably just chew right through it. But since I don't have, you know, birds that really chew anything, I thought I'd try it out and maybe see if I can make up some fun designs. I got a couple of them here and see maybe get some cool designs going. Just spice up the aviary a little bit. We did get some more cuttable on, running low on that. Get those out to the birds. And then I have several up in here. This is kind of my unorganized storage area. I do have a bunch of nest boxes in there, but some of them are getting old and I think I'm gonna toss them out. I did try this. It had fairly decent reviews. I just found it on Amazon. It's a little parakeet nest box, not super big. It really is lightweight. I mean, super light. The wood's super soft. So some of your bigger hookbills or even your parakeets, they might chew it to death. I don't know. They do have that metal ring around the opening. I think that's really to prevent them from chewing around the opening, but I don't know. We're going to try it out. So I bought 2 of these and we're going to put these inside the breeding cages. And then I also, they're still in the wrap package, but it's the exact same nest box, but bigger. And we're gonna use those for the Borks and the scarlet-breasted parakeets there in hopes that they'll breed for us. I got 2 of them, so we'll put 1 in there and 1 in there. I do have my other old nest boxes. I'll throw those in there as well so that they can have multiple options. But just kind of something there. We're just got some fun things going on, trying to spice everything up in here and have some fun. Like I said, we got all of those. I'm hoping tomorrow, like I said, the lights are about to turn out here on the birds. So tomorrow I'm hoping to paint the breeding cages. We'll open up the doors here one more time. We'll get these painted. We'll get the wire on them, get all the nest boxes and greenery set up, take all this out and kind of redecorate. We're gonna redecorate all of the aviary in here, breeding cages and aviary. So really excited about it. I hope that we can make some good progress here. So drop some comments below of what you would like me to try and breed in there. So let me know what you think would, 1, breed best in there, and 2, would look the coolest in some of these cages that we can breed. So drop those comments below. Let me know what you think. We'll get them finished and then we'll see what we can do. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll get an updated video on the finished aviary here in a couple days and keep you guys tuned in there. And then once we're done with these, we're gonna start setting up all the birds. I've got my canaries are singing like crazy. I've got a couple of my hens that are trying to build nests currently. I've got a couple Goldien finch pairs that are interested in each other and showing signs of breeding. My gray singers are showing signs of breeding. My society finches, my shaft tails are, a couple of the females have already laid eggs on the ground. So we've got birds that are ready. So these next few videos, we're gonna be doing step-by-step breedings on how to breed these species. So stay tuned on that. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you next time.
So, what are these in this cage here?
Yeah, he's a good boy, huh? Sure likes that camera. You wanna see?